Hi everyone, it's Rohit. Today we will be taking a look at the number 5 from the 2013 Aime I, and let's jump right into it.
The real root of the equation 8x cubed minus 3x squared minus 3x minus 1 equals 0 can be written in the form cube root of a plus cube root of b plus 1 all over c, where a, b, and c are positive integers. Find a plus b plus c.
Alright, so we want to find the real root of this equation, and this is kind of a tough thing to do because it's a cubic. If it was a quadratic, it would be much easier. We would just use the quadratic formula and find it. But this is a cubic, so we have to do something else. We have to work differently. Um, the first thing we do is look for a kind of pattern in this cubic so that we could reduce it to something that we do know how to work with. And the thing that sticks out to me here are these terms, negative 3x squared, minus 3x, and minus 1. These just look like the terms of x plus 1 the whole cubed, which is x cubed, plus 3x squared, plus 3x plus 1. It looks like the terms in this expansion, except the signs are just reversed. So how do we know how to work with this, so how do we get this into this? Well, what we can do is add this to both sides of our equation. So if we do that, we get 8x cubed plus x cubed plus 3x squared plus 3x plus 1 minus 3x squared minus 3x minus 1 equals x plus 1 the whole cubed. So we can cancel out terms on the left hand side of the equation, namely 3x squared cancels out with negative 3x squared, 3x with negative 3x, and 1 with negative 1. This is because the signs were just opposite, as we discovered before, or we found out before. So this, now we have, the equation is just reduced to 9x cubed equals x plus 1 the whole cubed. This is a lot simpler to work with than that, don't you think? What we can do is take the cube root of both sides, so we get x times the cube root of 9 equals x plus 1, and we can solve for x here. X times the cube root of 9 minus x equals 1. Isolate x. X times the cube root of 9 minus 1 equals 1. We can divide both sides, so x equals 1 over the cube root of 9 minus 1. So we found x, and this is a real value. So we're done, right? Well, not quite. We have to rationalize the denominator because the form of the real root that they wanted in is cube root of a plus cube root of b plus 1 all over c. So we have to rationalize the denominator because our form doesn't match. If we rationalize the denominator, maybe we could get something, that's a little bit nicer looking, or that matches the form that they want us to provide our answer in. So how do we do this? Well, there's a formula for the difference of cubes, which is, a cubed minus b cubed. This is equal to a minus b times a squared plus ab plus b squared. So we can just use this formula to rationalize the denominator using this difference of cubes idea, because then our denominator would be 9 minus 1, right? So that would mean this, we could use this formula where a would equal cube root of 9, and b would equal 1. So then 9 minus 1, or the 9 minus 1 would be equal to the cube root of 9 minus 1 times the cube root of 81 plus the cube root of 9 plus 1. So we see that this term matches this term over here, and in our little formula that we've got here, if we multiply both the top and bottom by this, right, our denominator will be rationalized. So then it would actually work out to be in the form that we want. So let's multiply by both sides. Multiply both sides by the other component of this formula here. So that would give us root 3, or cube root 3 of 81 plus cube root of 9 plus 1 on the top, and on the bottom it would just be 9 minus 1, which is 8. And this is because we use the difference of cubes to rationalize the denominator. So now we're done. Our root is in the form that we want. So we know that our root should be in this form: cube root of a plus cube root of b plus 1 all over c, and we just line them up. We get that a equals 81, b equals 9, and c equals 8. When we add a plus b plus c, we get that the answer is 98, but this is the Aime I, so it's actually 098, and this is our final answer. Wow, so that was quick, and as you can see, all it took was just a little bit of pattern matching at the beginning, and the key idea was to recognize that these are just the opposite signs of x plus 1 the whole cubed. And after that, it's not a very difficult road to get to the final answer. So that's all for this video. Thanks for watching, guys, and if you have any questions or comments, please let me know in the comments section.